Megan, can you help me with X-bar theory?
Actually, I was going to ask you for help. I'm having a hard time understanding this.
Okay, let's talk through it together. 2 heads are better than 1, even if they're both full of wine.
Let's start with a basic phrase. How about an NP plus PP? The hot professor of syntax.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, can we do the 1 replacement here?
Well, what would that look like?
Well, if I tell you I met with the professor of syntax and you ask which one, I say the hot one, which shows that 1 replaces professor of syntax. The way that this flat tree goes, it doesn't show that relationship, which is why we have to do X-bar.
So with the X-bar theory, what does the tree look like?
It looks like this. You see how I have an N bar for every constituent that can be replaced with 1 hot professor of syntax, and syntax are all N bars.
Okay. I want to try one with a verb phrase. Can you give me one?
Sell the cookies.
Okay. Does this look right?
Close. Remember that with the X-bar tree, the NP, the cookies, it branches from V-bar, not the VP like in flat trees. See?
Okay, I see. And that rule applies to adjective phrases and adverb phrases too, right? They have to branch from the bar level, not the phrase level?
That's correct. But don't forget the other so replacement rule that really only applies to adjectives. For example, Bob is very serious about Mary, but less so than Paul.
Okay. What's a different example?
The very hot professor of syntax is more so than the professor of research methods.
Is that replacing the very hot professor of syntax?
No, it's only replacing the adjective hot.
Okay. Let me try the next one myself.
Okay, how about this sentence? We should buy a ticket for Pennsylvania immediately.
Can we use 1 replacement here?
Yeah, we've got 1 replacement. See? We should buy a ticket for PA immediately. So you could say, did you buy the cheap ticket for PA? No, I bought the expensive one, where 1 is standing in for ticket for PA.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, you've got it. So now let's draw the tree.
Okay. See how the N bar is ticket for PA and can be replaced by 1. Okay. What else here? Sorry, I'm still a little bit lost.
Oh, no, that's totally fine. Let's see. Now let's do an example of, do so replacement. I think you've got 1 replacement down.
Okay.
So we'll do so replacement.
Thanks.
Okay, here's the sentence. He was reading the textbook with no glasses. Okay, so you see that he was reading the textbook with no glasses, and his wife was doing so too. Where doing so is going to stand in for reading the textbook with no glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, look, we can do a do so test for even just reading the textbook. He was reading the textbook with no glasses, and his wife was doing so with glasses.
Okay.
But see, look, but do you think that? Well, let's do one for textbook. He was reading the textbook with no glasses, and his wife was doing so the novel with glasses.
No, that sounds terrible.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So now we know that reading the textbook with no glasses is a V bar. Reading the textbook is a V bar, but textbook alone is not.
Okay, that makes sense seeing it laid out like that.
Yeah, totally. So that's why the tree is going to look like this to show that. You see, we've got a V bar for these.
Okay.
And we've only got an N bar for textbook, obviously, because it's not a V bar.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do complement specifiers and adjuncts fit into everything?
Well, let's look at those rules and then apply them to this sentence, okay? So here are the rules, okay? A specifier, that's going to be sister to an X bar and daughter of an XP.
Okay.
An adjunct is going to be sister to an X bar and daughter of an X bar.
Mm-hmm.
And then a complement will be a sister to an X, so a head, basically.
Okay.
Or daughter of an X bar.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so let's look at it. Check it out on this, okay? Let's put him on the sentence that we just did. He was reading the textbook with no glasses. Okay. You see how right here I've got this labeled as an adjunct with no glasses because that's going to be sister to a bar, and it's also daughter to a bar.
Okay.
And then we've got this noun phrase, the textbook. We've got that as a complement. It's sister to this head right here, and it's daughter of this bar.
Okay.
And then we've got these determiners that are occupying the specifier position because those are sisters to they're sisters to the bars,
Okay.
and they're also daughters of the phrases, you see? So the determiners are occupying that position right here.
Okay. And then you said if textbook is a complement, then so is no glasses, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's starting to make sense, but I'm still a little confused. Can we look at some other examples?
Sure, yeah. Let's start with just a noun phrase. How about a plastic statue of the queen on the dashboard? Let's draw a tree for this. Here.
Okay.
Okay, first, can you identify the specifiers?
Yeah, so the specifiers are going to be that's from the top, and P, and then the before queen, and then the before dashboard.
And how do you know that?
Because the determiners are in the specifier position, the sister to X bar and daughter of XP.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Okay. And, but stay tuned for more information on what determiners really are. Okay. Now, can you identify the complements?
Well, of the queen and the dashboard, because they meet the rule sister to X and daughter of X bar, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, now what are the adjuncts?
Okay, that's going to be plastic and on the dashboard. You see, because right here on the dashboard, that's going to be sister to a bar and its daughter to a bar. And then this adjp right here is the same, sister to a bar and daughter to a bar. Okay, and another reason that you know this is because it passes the iterability test, and you can stack additional adjuncts, such as the tiny plastic yellow statue, or you could even start stacking the PPs. You can say on the dashboard, from Target, that sort of thing.
Okay, I get it. That makes sense. Yeah, I think I'm getting it.
Okay, awesome. All right, well now let's look at a verb phrase, okay? How about this? Threw the meatballs at the wall with a spoon on Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Well, this tree only has two specifiers, the and right?
You got it. Yeah, absolutely. You
Okay.
see, those are the only two that are going to be occupying the specifier position of being daughters to the phrases and sisters to the heads.
Okay, well, how about complements and adjuncts?
Well, check that out. You see? And are you seeing a pattern here? You notice how the complements, they're all
PPs?
Well, yes, that's also, but they're also they're right branching.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, basically we've got these complements right here, and they're all
Wait.
I'm sorry. Yeah, these are adjuncts.
Right.
I was just kidding. Ha. See, I was testing to see if you knew. Okay.
So
yeah, so we've got these adjuncts right here. And these are, all sisters to bars and daughters of bars. And then see, we've got these complements right here because these are all sisters to these heads, and they're also daughters of the bars.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can and then you can check this by looking at their daughter sister position, obviously, which we're doing.
Okay. And also, don't forget that X bar rules only allow binary branching, meaning a single node can only branch into two other nodes, not as many as we want, hence all the V bars we have here.
That is so great. You know what? You're perfect and all that.
Stop it. Thank you. You're the best. Happy Halloween.
Yay!